breakdown. You're susceptible to more colds, flus. You're susceptible to more injuries. Those things take officers away from the community. Those things can lead to working compensation issues, to increased medical costs, and to the reduction of that officer staying until retirement. So hopefully through our proactive approach, we can reduce those costs for the community and give that police officer a healthy longevity. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're looking forward to working with you. Thank you. Okay. So, back to the agenda. We're on to item number 9, a resolution scheduling a public hearing to be held on March 20th regarding changes, amendments to the Glenville Town Code requiring fire safety registration statements. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. This is a public hearing we'll have on our efforts in the codes department as part of our beefing up and increasing the services our codes departments provide our residents to be doing the town fire safety registration and maintenance here in-house. And so it's part of that effort for the codes department to provide that service, and we need a public hearing on it to change our code to allow us to do it through in-house. So we have it moved and seconded. Any discussion on that? Again, just setting the public hearing. Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Kalula?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Supervisor Ketzler?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 10, scheduling a public hearing here on March 20th regarding a change to the definition of mass gathering to reduce that in our required permit down to 250, down to 500 now. There's discussion of 250, but currently 2,000, so we're bringing it down quite a bit to 500. And this is again scheduling a public hearing to change that code. Do you have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Moved in second, I think it was not. Any discussion? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Kalula?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Supervisor Ketzler?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 11, closing capital project HA 61 Indian Meadows Park, second entrance. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Just to give you a sense of this resolution, there is $250,000 that moved from capital reserves to the Indian Meadows second entrance project. The transfer, unfortunately, we found is not nearly enough to complete that project. The engineers came in at $600,000 to $800,000. It's just not anything that we're able to do at this particular juncture. So we believe the money can be used differently and better for projects that are ready to go within the park. So this would move the $250,000 out of the capital reserve fund and transfer it back into a AA 878 capital reserve, and then that would move into a new capital reserve fund, HH 66, known as Parks Development Improvement Capital Fund. And so that would give the ability for the town to have a little more flexibility in park improvements than just being a particular project that isn't fully funded. And so that helps us with doing other things in other parks as well. So it's just moving this money from a capital reserve fund that's not going to get spent to one that will get spent. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, please close the vote.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Kalula?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Supervisor Ketzler?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 12, appointing Josh Kirby to the position of town comptroller. Do you have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor. As stated this evening, I'd like to welcome Josh Kirby. He's actually here with us this evening. We interviewed many candidates, and Josh has a extremely well-qualified background and is currently serving the state comptroller's office in the state of New York. And I'm very pleased to say that I feel he is the most qualified candidate for the position, and we will be appointing him to the position of comptroller for an annual salary of $98,500 plus benefits. And if passed, welcome, Josh.
Thank you. I had an opportunity to be part of the search committee as well. I was impressed with Josh's experience. Being an auditor for the state comptroller's office, I was afraid you're going to audit us if we didn't hire you. No, that's a joke.
That is a joke.
That is a joke.
Even if it isn't poor taste.
I know, but hopefully if we do get audited, you can help us with that. I was impressed with your experience, your desire to learn. We know that you're coming into this with, an ability to grow. We're going to keep Pat on as a consultant in the role for a while, Pat Aragosa, and we're going to keep Jason Cuthbert on for a while as well in this transition. So it's moving along smoothly, and I think it's a great addition to the town, and I'm looking forward to working with you for a couple of weeks. Another joke, come on.
That's a better joke. Most of us like that one.
Yeah, I know, I like that one. Any other questions or comments?
For the record.
Seeing none, please vote.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Welcome. Start date, March 26th, right?
Fifth.
25th, okay. Well,
Welcome, Josh.
Yeah, welcome. We'll see you then.
Welcome aboard.
Next resolution is Resolution 13, authorizing the town supervisor to enter into a contract with the County Waste and Recycling for the 2024 bulk pickup program. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor, as stated, and I think a lot of people will be very pleased with this resolution. So thank you for your hard work here, Tom, and securing this for our town residents, along with you, Mr. Supervisor. This is awarding curbside pickup to County Waste and Recycling for the low bid of $150,382.92, I must add, for the first 500 tons, and then $150 per ton thereafter, with the expenses coming from the BB 000-8160-4192, which was,
You have to read all
I didn't
the
have to
numbers
read all,
there.
I just wanted to read it for full disclosure. But anyway, we are passing this, and we're pleased to provide this service again to our residents.
Um,
Go ahead. Mike.
It's 105 per ton or 150?
105.
Okay.
For the first, right, after the 500.
After the 500. Thank you.
So a couple of notes on this, as Councilman Kirkham pointed out, this is from the B fund, so we get a lot of questions. Does this include the village? It does not include the village because it's not in the A fund, it's in the B fund. So non-village residents pay for this service. Village residents do not. They have their own program the village runs, and so as to why, because I get the question all the time, why is the village included? It's in the B fund, it's not in the A fund. They pay for it. They do not want to pay for it twice, to the village and then to the town, so that doesn't go to the village. I also want to just point out that, last year we were, I think, price gouged. I'm just going to be honest, we were price gouged. And I know residents were very upset when we canceled it, and I understand that, but the message had to be sent, and it's hard to negotiate in public, unfortunately, and some residents just don't get that. But we had to send a message that we were not going to just accept these rate increases. I think it's interesting how all of a sudden now we get bids back right in line with our budget. So I think the message was sent to these folks very clearly. We didn't let our residents get price gouged. They came back, they were reasonable, and now we got the program back. And I just want to point that out because I know a lot of folks were upset, but it was a step that had to happen to send the message. And I think the message was received. So any other questions or comments?
Well, I just think it's the perfect time. Last year, it would have been better if we had other options with interest rates being at the lowest point, home renovations and things being done to the home. People actually will know how important this weekend of just putting their junk out, because there's probably a lot of it. So it's a great time to great year to be doing this, especially since they're not doing any more renovations based on interest rates, et cetera, more than likely.
This will be a 2-week program starting April 7th and running for those 2 weeks in April. 1 pass. So if you don't have your stuff out when they go by, you're in trouble.
Yep.
Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes. Resolution passes. Next, resolution 14, authorizing a contract between the town and Kristen Bodie for consulting services. Do I have a motion?
I'll move
Do I
it.
have a second?
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
As stated, this is just extending a consulting agreement with Kristen Bodie for our town clerk for the justice here in our court system at $25 per hour, up to a maximum of 80 hours through May 31st of 2024. I
Yes.
won't read what fund it's coming out of this time.
Kristen has helped us in the transition going on in the court. We obviously had, 2 resignations recently in that court office, and so Kristen is helping us as we continue our search for a court clerk. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 15, authorizing the hire of Brandon Lear as highway equipment mechanic. Did I say his name? Yeah. Any, do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
As stated, Mr. Supervisor, this is hiring Brandon Eiler, or Lear, whatever, to the position of heavy equipment operator or heavy equipment mechanic, let me rephrase that, in our highway department at a rate of $31.27, which is determined by the contractual agreement. So this is filling a vacancy that occurred because of a retirement.
Any questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 16, authorizing the purchase of a vehicle for the highway department. Do you have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
As stated, this is approving the purchase of a vehicle. This is a 2024 GMC Sierra 1-ton pickup with a dump body and truck side plow mount for a total of $69,719.50.
And I want to point out that this is a purchase being used from ARPA funding. So there's some ARPA money in purchasing some capital equipment. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next resolution, one of my favorite of the year. Spring is around the corner and summer's not far behind. Resolution 17, authorizing the hiring of seasonal workers. Do I have a motion?
I'll move
Do I
it.
have a second?
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
As stated, this is looking to hire some seasonal workers in our Parks Department, Water Department, and Highway Department at a rate of $16 an hour. And this is with a time period from May 6th until September 15th. And I will just say this, our seasonal workers play a valuable role in maintaining our parks here. Whether it's picking up garbage or trimming bushes, we're glad to have them. They also paint fire hydrants and do other work. So this is a vital thing. I would encourage anybody who knows any young people who want to apply to get their applications in at the town.
Excellent. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next resolution 18, approving the minutes for the meeting on February 7th, 2024. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
As stated, this is approving the minutes from the meeting February 7th, 2024, which we did not have at the last meeting. So that was a little bit delayed. I must point out because of you, Mr. Supervisor, not because of the clerk. So thank you for that, Julie, and thanks for preparing those.
Yes. Took me a while to get my state of the town to the clerk. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next, resolution 19, approving the minutes for a regular town board meeting held on February 21st, 2024.
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
As stated, this is approving the minutes from February 21st town board meeting.
Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. We'll move over new business and come back. We'll do add-on one, which is a resolution authorizing the supervisor to sign a contract with WMJ Keller regarding construction and site improvements at Legacy Park. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved in second. As you all know, we talked about it earlier. This is to build, I think amphitheater is really the wrong term for it. It's more of a pavilion.
Yeah.
But we got to stop saying amphitheater, I think. But this would build a area that would give the veterans a place to hold some events. We would have all the service flags presented there and flying. And so this would allow us to go forward with that construction not to exceed $375,000. This did come in over budget. There's some things we're looking at right now as to where we have either ARPA or capital funds, or there's a potential grant that's going to be announced shortly. Even though, well, we have no sound, so no one's going to know it. So I can announce it to you folks because none of you are going to go talk to the media. But Congressman Taco did secure $180,000 in grant money for that
Nice.
Project. So there's more money coming into the project, and we're flush with we got some good money in solar for parks, so there's some opportunity there. But respecting that Freedom Park has their concerns, again, we'll talk about this next week with them, and I think we'll find a good balance.
I think there could be some collaboration based on what you just said.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
And we can sign an agreement that says, maybe they want to run it for us. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to next week seeing the plans a little bit
Yeah.
closer and
Yeah, you'll see it's not an amphitheater. I think everyone's thinking it looks like Freedom Park, but that's not.
Yeah, in the resolution, it does say that it's a pavilion,
So great.
so.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah.
I just got the note that there is now sound. At the moment that I wasn't supposed to say something, because Congressman Taco asked me not to. Strike that from the record. Oh, man. Congressman's down in Washington right now, man.
So you just lost that money
I know.
along with the $1.5 million.
I fixed it, but no one told me I fixed it until right now. Anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt.
That's okay. So, but I would agree. This is a wonderful investment, and if there are any other veterans in the room or watching, thank you for your service. And I would agree with Councilman Ramatar that this is really a place to honor people more than a celebration place. So I'm very pleased in the investment that's happening here at Legacy. And thank you for the hard work for all of the Parks Department people and Highway Department people who are investing in this as well. So thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkham?
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley?
Yes, resolution passes. Next resolution is add-on 2, awarding the Glenville Senior Center roof replacement project bid to Rayleigh and Sons and Daughter, LLC. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Second?
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
I think as stated here in the resolution, this is to Relier and Son and Daughter at a price of $48,500 to replace the roof at the senior center.
Excellent. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please record the vote.
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkland.
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley.
Yes, resolution passes. Next resolution, add-on 3, authorizing the purchase of a vehicle for the highway department. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Yes, as stated here, this is the purchase of a 2024 Silverado 3/4 ton, 4-wheel drive regular cab. This will be purchased from Mangino and at a price not to exceed $66,830.50. And I'll just add to this that this is ARPA money as well.
Yes, both of these were put in the 2024 budget under the ARPA funds for the purchase of trying to update the fleet. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, please clerk roll.
Councilman Ramichardt.
Yes.
Councilman Blue.
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa.
Yes.
Councilman Kirkland.
Yes.
Supervisor Pettsley.
Yes, resolution passes. Next resolution, oh, no more resolutions. We're on to next business, so new business. Start with Councilman Aragosa.
I have no new business.
Councilman Kirkland.
Nothing.
Councilman Ramichardt.
Nothing new.
Councilman Blue.
Nothing to.
Okay, I have nothing either, so I'll take the motion to adjourn.
Move.
Second,
Second.
moved in second, all in favor?
All right.
Any opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you. I think Bob.
I did.
I moved it. Mike second.
Mike second.
That's Joe.
Well, we finally got sound